Navigating compliance. Understanding the penalties of non-compliance with importer security filing. Welcome back. In today's video, we will be discussing the penalties of non-compliance with importer security filing, ISF. Failure to comply with ISF requirements can result in significant consequences, including financial penalties, shipment delays, and reputational damage. Let's delve into the topic and understand the importance of compliance with ISF. Monetary penalties. Non-compliance with ISF can lead to monetary penalties imposed by customs authorities. Penalties vary depending on the severity of the violation and can range from thousands to tens of thousands of dollars per violation. Importers may face penalties for late filing, inaccurate information, or failure to file an ISF altogether. Demurrage and storage charges. Non-compliance with ISF can result in shipment delays and extended storage time at the port. Importers may be subject to demurrage and storage charges, which accrue for each day the goods remain at the port beyond the allotted time. These charges can quickly add up, impacting importers' finances and supply chain efficiency. Cargo holds and examinations. Non-compliance with ISF may trigger cargo holds and examinations at the port. Customs authorities have the right to detain and inspect shipments that do not meet ISF requirements. This can lead to delays in the release of goods, additional fees for inspection, and potential damage to the imported goods during the examination process. Supply chain disruptions. Non-compliance with ISF can disrupt the entire supply chain. Delays in customs clearance due to non-compliant ISF can cause disruptions in production schedules, impact customer deliveries, and result in lost sales opportunities. Such disruptions can have long-lasting negative effects on importers' reputation and customer relationships. Adverse impact on trade compliance programs. Persistent non-compliance with ISF can damage an importer's overall trade compliance program. Customs authorities may view importers with a history of non-compliance as high-risk entities, subjecting them to increased scrutiny, audits, and heightened enforcement actions in the future. Loss of trusted trader status. Importers who qualify for trusted trader programs, such as the Customs Trade Partnership Against Terrorism, CTPAT, may lose their trusted status if they repeatedly fail to comply with ISF requirements. Without trusted trader status, importers may face additional inspections, delays, and increased costs in their import operations. Reputational damage. Non-compliance with ISF can lead to reputational damage for importers. Frequent non-compliance incidents can tarnish an importer's reputation within the industry, potentially affecting relationships with suppliers, customers, and other business partners. Rebuilding trust and credibility can be a long and challenging process. Legal consequences. In severe cases of non-compliance, importers may face legal consequences, such as criminal charges or civil lawsuits. These legal actions can result from deliberate fraud, intentional violation of customs regulations, or persistent non-compliance despite warnings or penalties. Legal consequences can have far-reaching implications for importers, including hefty fines and potential imprisonment. Increased scrutiny and audits. Non-compliance with ISF may subject importers to increased scrutiny and audits by customs authorities. Importers who have a history of non-compliance may face more frequent and thorough inspections, audits of their trade data and records, and additional reporting requirements. This puts a strain on resources and requires a heightened focus on compliance. Negative impact on customs broker relationship. Non-compliance with ISF can strain the relationship between importers and customs brokers. Customs brokers play a crucial role in assisting importers with ISF filings, and non-compliance incidents reflect poorly on both parties. Importers may experience increased fees or difficulty finding reputable customs brokers willing to work with them. Loss of competitive advantage. Importers who consistently comply with ISF requirements gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. Non-compliance with ISF jeopardizes this advantage by increasing risks, causing delays, and potentially losing customers who value reliable supply chain partners. Delays in shipment deliveries. Non-compliance with ISF can lead to delays in the delivery of imported goods. Shipment holds, examinations, or other compliance-related issues can disrupt the expected timeline, impacting inventory management, customer satisfaction, and downstream operations. Damage to relationships with customs authorities. Non-compliance with ISF can strain the relationship between importers and customs authorities. Repeated or deliberate non-compliance incidents can erode trust and cooperation, heightening the likelihood of increased scrutiny, audits, and enforcement actions in the future. Impact on insurance coverage. Failure to comply with ISF requirements can impact an importer's ability to receive coverage from cargo insurance providers. Non-compliance incidents may be deemed as a breach of policy conditions, potentially leading to denial of claims or increased premiums in the future. Detrimental impact on cash flow. The financial penalties associated with non-compliance can have a detrimental impact on an importer's cash flow. Unexpected fines and fees stemming from non-compliance incidents can strain financial resources, hinder business expansion, and limit growth potential. Employee accountability and training. Non-compliance incidents may lead to internal consequences, such as employee accountability measures, retraining, or disciplinary actions. Importers need to ensure that their employees are aware of ISF requirements, understand the consequences of non-compliance, and actively participate in compliance efforts. Loss of trade incentives and benefits. Non-compliance with ISF may result in the loss of trade incentives and benefits provided under various programs or agreements. Importers who fail to meet ISF requirements may no longer be eligible for preferential tariff rates, duty exemptions, or participation in customs programs that offer expedited clearance. Increased customs audits. Persistent non-compliance with ISF may lead to increased customs audits and scrutiny. Customs authorities may subject non-compliant importers to more frequent and thorough audits, putting additional strain on resources and potentially uncovering other compliance issues. Repeated non-compliance flags red flags to authorities. Repeated incidents of non-compliance with ISF raise red flags to customs authorities about an importer's commitment to compliance. Persistent non-compliance can result in an importer being labeled as a high-risk entity, requiring closer monitoring, and potentially leading to increased penalties and enforcement actions. Thank you for joining us in understanding the penalties of non-compliance with importer security filing, ISF. It is crucial for importers to prioritize compliance to avoid the significant consequences associated with non-compliance. Stay proactive, invest in compliance measures, and ensure that your ISF filings are accurate, timely, and in strict adherence to customs regulations. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos.